playing for England, winning Champions Leagues with Manchester United, winning Premier League titles with Manchester United. He is part of that golden generation of Man United players that in the late 2000s, early 2010s, they were just dominating, winning Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, FA Cups, etc. Part of the Wayne Rooney generation, part of the Cristiano Ronaldo generation, part of the Nemanja Vidic generation. So you have all these great players in this one team that were winning trophies. And then came the next part of this player's career where he stepped into other things outside of football a bit, but then back into it again until it eventually came to Train Effective. And it's his birthday today. It's his birthday today. Um, so it's his birthday today. He's turning 47 years old. So if he's in his prime 15, 20 years ago, who might it be? Any guesses? Well, we're going to get right into it, okay? So this was the story of a Manchester United legend who joined Train Effective. And I'm really happy to tell the story today about how that happened, because for footballers out there, I think it's going to be inspirational. Um, I'm a player like you guys. I'm a player like you guys. I'm a fan of football like you guys. And when I was a kid growing up, I just had big dreams, big visions of what I wanted to do. And I never knew like how I'm going to get there, but I had these dreams, I have these visions. I'm going to document it. I'm going to see how far I go, because where there's a will, there's a way. And this is what today is going to focus on. It's a solo 30 days of dedication as we proceed to day 4. So Sam is not here today. We've given Sam a day off because it was his birthday. And now it's this other legend's birthday. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But basically, this is the story of how this all happened. And to give you the context, we're going to get straight into it, okay? So it's going to show this part a little bit. And it's about me when I was 11, 12 years old. I'm from Canberra, Australia, okay? And I'm showing on the screen right now a pathway about, every city, every state, you have like a pathway, right? You have different divisions, and you kind of got the bottom of the pyramid where, you might not have the best players until the top, being the state or the national, these are the ones that are really going to go far and really going to make it in terms of a professional career. But I was in Division 2, okay? So we got national, state, Div 1, Div 2, Div 3. I was like a Div 2 player. I wasn't really looked at for the state level or the national level when I was 11, 12 years old, but I just loved playing football. And in Australia, where I'm from, it's called the ACT. Okay, it's one of the smallest states in Australia. If you're not one of the top there, how are you going to compete with the rest of Australia? So this is a picture of me. Okay, this is a real picture of me. This is me when I was about 15 years old, 16 years old, maybe 17. And you can see like the players that I'm playing with around me. This is just kind of like a junior, like local club kind of level. Okay. And I read this book called The Outliers, 10,000 Hour Rule, all this stuff. I really dreamed big about playing in stadiums. I dreamed about the camaraderie in the dressing room. I dreamed about all these different things. I dreamed about the boot room, all right, like just playing. Like how would it be like to just do what you love every single day, like playing football every day? And this is what I'm showing on the screen right now. This is kind of my goals, my journey, my aspirations, playing on beautiful pitches. And I was like, I want to do this. I had this moment. I want to do this. I want to do this too. And this is where I started a little blog documenting my journey. And I didn't have much skill, but I did have desire and belief. So I started creating my training schedules. I started watching motivational videos. Okay, there's a video that I'm showing right now called Will's Wisdom on YouTube. If you Google Will's Wisdom or go in the Train Effective app and type in Will's Wisdom, we talk about Will Smith here. I know a lot of people know him because of that slap. But before that slap, and many years ago, like he still is one of the most motivational people out there. There's a video I was like, wow, this captivated me even more, because I'm like, yeah, you can do this. And this is the motivational stuff, the motivational bubble that you need to be in to really go and achieve things. I ended up getting trials. Some of those trials didn't work. I put my strengths and weaknesses down. I'm like, I need to step it up. 10,000 hour rule I read about. I started training 20 hours a week. And then I had the 10,000 hour rule that I was following. This is real pictures of me, by the way, just training every single day. This is in the autumn or spring, maybe early spring. This is in the summer. And this is in winter. Snow around me. I'm just training, trying to get better, trying to get better. And yeah, it didn't matter if it was sunshine or snow or rain. I'm going out there. I'm going out there to give it my all, give it my best. And so that's what we're doing here. We've got this is the back garden. Okay, I literally, with my pocket money, the savings that I had, anything I could earn, like I'd use that money and I'd buy this stuff and put it in the garden. So literally, you can see on the screen, I had the rebounders. I bought different types of rebounders from eBay, like this stuff that you constructed yourself from like these Chinese suppliers. And I bought balls I could find, like these big cones, and you can see the garden was a mess. I'd use a garden table with one of the pot plants, like one of the pot plants were on the back of the garden table so it could stand up. And I'd have a cone, not a cone, sorry, an arc that would like be in front of this garden table. So I could like pass the ball through the arc and it hit the table, and then I get it back and work on my first touch, things like that. I just do it every day, man, every day. And I had different trials, didn't go well. I guess the worst rejection you could get is in a feedback talk when the coach asks you after a 1 week camp, Nick, what else are you good at? you know, so I've been there, man. I've been there. I've been there in these shoes. Different trials, even though I did well, didn't do well, or I did do well, I didn't get calls back. I've been on that journey, man. Been on that journey. Prayer hands, like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna make it or not? But I said patience. I knew this was gonna be a topsy turvy road. What's up, Leisha? Hope you're well. We kept going, kept following the 10,000 hour rule, got back on our feet. Just kept going, bam, bam, bam. I started realizing decision making was such a big part of this process. And 6 months later, offers started coming in. I had a great highlight video. Offers started coming in. I was much better as a player. The emails started coming in. Scholarship offers started coming in. I even trained with a national team. And this is not some fake national team or some fake national, I don't know, camp or something. Like legitimately, the actual Australian national team, under 17s, under 19s, training base, national team coach, national team players. I'm like in the mix with them now. And everyone, by the way, on TikTok, go to YouTube Train Effective. YouTube Train Effective. If you want to see what I'm showing right now. And I saw the glimpse of the professional training schedules, of the professional way of what it was like to train, the camaraderie, everything I dreamed of. And Jan and Gary at the time, who were the coaches of the national team, I suggest you play for an A-League club. In Australia, A-League is the highest form of professional leagues. I'm like, great, I'm worth something. My stock had risen. I still kept doing my training schedules. These are real screenshots that I saved, like on my phone, on my computer. Like I'd save these screenshots of what I was doing in my blog, and I kept going, kept training. I met a good mentor, a good friend of mine, John Moses. He took me to a place in Budapest in Hungary where I was living at the time, and we were like training on these fields. But I got pushed and pushed and pushed. Kept analyzing games, kept looking at body movements of players. Looked how Ronaldo looked. Look how Luis Nani looked. Was playing at the time at Man United. Like, different movements. Like how was he? How was he deceiving opponents? How was he deceiving players? I kept doing this. Until I basically got to a stage where, okay, all right, like I'm doing something now, and got an offer to play in a Hungarian club, and yeah, that Hungarian club was like, we want this kind of player. And I basically got offered a contract to play professionally, and then turned that down because I thought I had better offers elsewhere. I ended up playing in Australia, Holland. It's a picture of me at FC Volendam. This is still me in Holland. And then that transition, man, I started Train Effective. Started collaborating with big YouTube channels as well. Unisport is one, um, and started all this stuff, which eventually led to Train Effective, which I started actually 10 years ago. So this whole journey of me playing football is actually coinciding with me starting Train Effective. And for those of you who don't know, I'm the founder of Train Effective. I created this thing a few years ago. So what's up, Sally Breaker? What's up, Unknown? What's up, Football Law? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Drake? So yeah, this is where we're at. We started Train Effective now, and we basically brought all those things I was learning in terms of bringing that experience of what it's like to play professionally, all those things that you learn in an academy, okay? Like the workouts that you do, the drills that you do, and bringing it all in one place. And that was the inspiration of what started Train Effective until it got to this. So we see it here, Rio, and this is the man I wanted to talk about, Rio Ferdinand. We see him right here, okay? He's pointing right now at the Train Effective logo. What's he pointing at? The Train Effective logo, man. And this is us together. This was some big moments for Train Effective at the time, a few years ago. We see the kit right there, but it's all these stories that he would share about Odegaard, about Cristiano Ronaldo, working on different positioning. When he had a red card, he was had 3 games off. He's just working on different positions to score. Scored 42 goals one season. He'd be doing training after games, and yeah, these are just the stories of everyone that ended up being great and everyone that ended up being really successful. This is the stuff they did. Wayne Rooney was no exception. Sanchez no exception. Odegaard, all players, man, that are doing the extras that we share every day on Train Effective on the socials. This is what they do. They train extra. They believe in themselves. They're doing the extra and getting an advantage, a step up over their opponents. Because if everyone is doing the same thing, how are you going to progress? So this is key. And this is what we did with Train Effective and what we ended up launching. But there's a whole story to that, a parallel story that I do want to share with you guys. And it's a documentary that we have that I want to share here on YouTube. And we're going to watch a bit of it together. I might skip some parts. But I think it's going to give you a real insight in how the Train Effective journey was started, which you already know now half of. But the other half of the story is what happened when we moved into a house together in London and all these other parts, right? So we're going to watch this documentary together. And I think you guys are going to learn a lot. So let's just go. We've got the documentary about to play. While the documentary is playing, you guys can ask your questions. I'll try answer in the chat or try and speak over the documentary, and we'll just go. All right, so I'm about to play it. If you want to watch this documentary, I'm going to play it obviously, but if you want to watch it later, just type in Rio Ferdinand joins Train Effective documentary. Type that on YouTube or type that on the Train Effective app. It'll come, okay? So this is what we're going to watch right now.
This is not a job. It's definitely not a job at all. It's a lifestyle of hustle, of grind, of dedication.
Documentary is just playing right now.
Everything of your soul, your spirit, your being into this one thing, this one vision that you might only be able to see. And you're going all into that, never knowing if there's going to be a successful outcome or not. How did it all start? It started back in 2015, okay? The years before that, I was trying to become a professional footballer. I was training every day, but I realized if I want to make it, if I want to train this much, then I need good coaching around me. I need good facilities around me, good places to be.
When we met each other in Buddha Genius, we did training together. Every training that I came up with, every exercise that I came up with, Nick was just on his toes. He wanted to do it.
So I thought, man, a lot of people must have this problem. And that's how I started Train Effective. I wanted to make it a place, a community for people chasing a dream. 1 year later though, fast forward, I was working in a bank in Switzerland. The money was really good, I was happy, my girlfriend was there. If I keep going at this, I'm gonna get a really nice car, I'm gonna get a really nice apartment, and life is set. But that's not what made me fulfilled. What made me fulfilled was making this platform, this community where people could really go after what they want. At the very start, it was just like a few sketches. I was in my university like dorm room sketching it out. Then I got a freelancer to make the website itself. Got the first customer, then it turned into 100 customers, and then suddenly you had like a small community. That was Train Effective in 2016.
So I actually first contacted Nick back in 2015.
So guys, this like right there, like this is the early stage of the journey. Like I've already shown you one half of my player journey. So now we're getting more to the Train Effective journey, which like, it's like I followed my passion in wanting to become a pro footballer, and I at least got somewhere. I didn't absolutely smash it at a pro level or something, you know. I ended up majority just playing semi-professionally, but the huge reason being just like doing this stuff in parallel. Okay, you're about to see. I'm like in this journey of being a player, but I see something big with Train Effective. It's like I'm working in both of these visions in parallel, still training, but at this time I'm now like working this Train Effective thing. I'm like, wow, this can really impact so many millions of players, and this is where my focus starts going. You'll see the people that start joining the journey now, and this is the start of a movement right here.
When Train Effective was just an idea on Nick's blog, and I mean, it's been one hell of a ride since.
I stumbled across just like the website traineffective.com, and at that point Train Effective was still like very small, and I think Nick just like tried some stuff, putting training plans.
Guys, we're just trying things here. We're trying things.
This 100-day, challenge. That too was like a turning point,
I quit my job, left everything. Then I did this 100-day challenge. And then after that 100-day challenge, it was posted on YouTube. Man, subscribers went up, the interest boomed. And I was like, wow, we really have to maintain that interest in Train Effective. We really have to make it grow now. We really have to keep building this community.
I saw Nick doing the 100-day challenge on YouTube. Then I remembered, oh yeah, I've seen this before. And then in his video.
Something they're talking about right now is called the 100-day challenge. It's something that I did as like a YouTube daily series, and you might see now a lot of footballers. Like I just saw one today, this like guy who's trying to play in the World Cup by the age of like he's 34 or 35 or something, and he's trying to play in the 2026 World Cup, and he's kind of doing his daily journey or weekly journey. I'm like, okay, that's cool, and all respect to him, amazing. This is stuff that we're doing years ago before COVID, all this stuff. Like we're doing the 100-day challenge, and I feel like it set the blueprint for a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people on social media that started their journeys with doing football journeys, football challenges, trying to play in a professional club and stuff like that. I do like to say that I was the first to do it, or at least one of the first. But yeah, if you want to really go see that, guys, go check it out. 100-day challenge. That's on YouTube, 100-day challenge.
He was saying that it was a lot, like training every day, working on Train Effective, and then editing the videos.
When Corby here is talking about it, when other people are talking about it, that's what they're talking about, the 100-day challenge.
I just sent him an email. I think the same day he replied, and just 2 days later I started editing the videos for Train Effective.
I was working with these guys that I met online. We're all working on this remotely, right? But I thought, all right, with all this momentum, all this growth, we can't just slow down now. We've got to go all in. So, where was the best place to go all in? London. The thing is, we didn't have much money, so we needed a place where everyone could stay for cheap, and we could work, and we could live. And I've been watching some things at the time from Gary Vee. He was like, you should be in an apartment with 7 people hustling your face off and trying to make things work. And I got inspired by that.
Especially 25-year-olds who are like complaining, go live with 7 of your buddies in a shit place.
Get 7 friends, live in a goddamn studio apartment, live in your mom's basement, find your partner coder, build your damn app and hustle. Like.
And I was also inspired by Silicon Valley, where these guys were living in a house together, building their app. And I was like, okay, we have to go all in. We don't have much money. Everyone's willing to come from all around the world to London. So I guess we're just gonna get this place.
I wanted something new. You know, I wanted a new adventure. You know, I wanted to participate in something like what we're doing today. And so when I saw that, you know, that motive, you know, that cooperation between us, so I decided to, you know, to leave everything behind. So we decided to give it a go, and we came to London, and then we started progressing.
At that time, that was a really cool opportunity. The decision wasn't that difficult to come here. So on August 1st, 2017, we all moved here, and yeah, we've been here ever since.
It's been a long ride. 2 years anniversary today.
Oh shit! It actually is 2 years. Wow, crazy.
I pause it here to say, like, if you have dreams, I'm going to expand myself a bit right now, okay? Because I think this is important to say. If you have dreams, if you have big dreams, big ambitions of what you want to do in your life, okay? You want to go out and be a pro footballer. But for me, that pursuit of trying to be a footballer was something that it felt so impossible, so grand, so crazy that I could not imagine my life without trying to chase the biggest dream that I could think of. If I don't have the biggest dream that I can think of, that I'm not trying to chase, that I'm not trying to go for, especially when I'm young, got no responsibilities, there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to fear other than the judgment of others, which is not a fear, by the way. Why not go for the biggest lofty ambition that you can go for, that you feel in your heart that you should do? Why not? Why not go for it? Because what do you have to lose? And I feel like these days we're such in a bubble with TikTok, with social media, scroll, that we get so distracted. We don't actually freaking turn off the devices and actually listen to ourselves. And I'm not talking about the head, actually. I'm talking about here. Because we get so freaking, we don't switch off the devices. We don't actually listen to ourselves. That's what I'm trying to say here. And so when I'm talking about this house, when I'm talking about these people that are joining in on the journey, guys, I don't know these people. Corby was just speaking there. Hashir was speaking there. I don't know these people. But we're united by this vision of, yes, we want to go for the biggest thing that we can think of, the biggest dream, because why not? What do we have to lose? We're teenagers or in our 20s or whatever. What do you have to lose? Money? The thing is, you can be 23 or 18. You can lose all your money, okay? You have years to make it back. You can be 23, 25, 21. You can be 30. It doesn't matter. You have all this time in your whole life to do things. You don't want to regret later when you're 83, 73, 63, I don't know, and you're thinking to yourself, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that thing that when I was 18, I didn't actually go for that. And this is why I want to show this. It's bigger than a house. It's this concept of us coming to a house, us coming to London. It's more than just a bunch of guys. Yeah, we're going to London to have fun. No, we're going after to chase the biggest dream that we have, and we might not get there, but this is called living. This is called living to the fullest. What are we doing out here if we're not living to the fullest? And that has always been the dream and always been the vision of Train Effective. Okay? Always. Don't forget that. Let's go.
And you know what? Time has flown by like... So, 1st of August 2017, I get the keys, I get the place. It's this big, wide, white, open space. There's nothing in it. And the first things we just started to do, construct stuff, make the house pretty. So So we had this 15-year-old Swedish kid reach out to us once, and he was like, hey, can I come train with you guys in London? Yeah, we thought, okay, cool. We have this house, we have a spare room. Why don't get him along and come do some training with us? He did, and then we put it on YouTube, and then all these other kids from around the world said they wanted to start coming too. So if you like look at the players there, we got one from India right now, we got one from Lebanon, America. We have one 15-year-old kid from Australia. He's only 15, but like he's come all the way from Melbourne to London. And obviously something like this supports us financially. But the main reason we do it is just because community, man. And to have all these people that have been watching YouTube, have been following the story of Train Effective, and to have them come from all parts of the world here, I mean, that's something pretty special.
It's not often you get to be in an environment when there's people that are way higher than you, that you can build off of each other. And I think that's the perfect environment to be in. We have the same mindset, and we're always building off of each other and bringing each other up and loving each other and encouraging each other. That's what I felt when I was here.
So when I came at the Effective House, you just learn a lot of things, like never give up, keep on going. Even if you don't want to do something, you still have to do it. So all of these small things, these small details, they all matter. And you become just, in general, you become a better person on the pitch and off the pitch. I always say, and I say it again.
So I come up with drills, I come up with ideas, I come up with exercises that will be able to strengthen them, that will be able to keep them healthy, that will be able to motivate them, that will be able to actually change their mindset, that will, keep them going, pushing them to the limit.
Keep moving, all right? Don't really flat-footed, always be on your toes. So here in the training, this is where, you plant all your seed. And the time is coming when that seed that you planted, it shall grow.
I came to the Effective House. It was a huge coincidence, but I'm so glad it happened. I actually came here as an Airbnb guest because I had to wait for my student accommodation. I never really knew much about football, but it actually has grown on me, and I see what it brings with it. It brings not only joy, obviously, but it brings so much inspiration and thrive and energy.
Guys, I know what he's talking about right now. Maybe this is not the most directly relatable to football, but for those of you been following Train Effective or maybe know me, I just want to emphasize, like, everything we do, we're trying to help the community, okay? Like, we're trying to help you guys. Like, we don't do this for just kicks and giggles and just to, we're going to make money. We're going to make loads of money. No. Guys, trust me, if I wanted to make loads of money, I would stay in banking. I would become an investment banker, or I'd start an investment banking company. I don't know. Football, when we're talking about young kids, young players, people with dreams and aspirations, this is a different field. There are easier ways to make money. But what we're trying to show here with this journey is, you guys, you can't copy this journey with AI, okay? You can't. This is a real, authentic journey, and I hope when you guys look at this documentary, you think to yourselves, wow, this is really real, this is really authentic, and the people, even the people that don't play football, they don't know anything about football, they're coming into this journey, and they're getting motivated, inspired. They're feeling like they're in a bubble with other positive, inspiring people that are uplifting them, pushing them up. And that is what Train Effective has always been about. It's about uplifting people, okay? Whoever we come in contact with, whether it's footballers or Airbnb guests, or someone you walk on the street and you say hi. That's what it's always been about.
Hard to describe because you have to feel it. You have to feel the vibe and the energy in the house to really understand the metamorphosis you go through as a human and as a football player.
The kids that came here to train, Nick and his entire team, everybody's so dedicated, and I was able to actually implement this same type of energy that runs in this football world
Energy!
in my architecture studies.
Energy is key.
It's
With his
contagious,
architecture studies,
literally.
guys.
Like, when you come in, all this rubs off on you. The knowledge, the habits, the
Yes.
discipline rubs off on you.
And when you live in an environment like this, like if it takes you 2 years to really get to know someone, here you get to know them like that within 2 days.
I miss this house. I do miss this house. We don't have this house anymore. But you see the ethos and what we started here.
It's not roses all the time.
Every
Yes.
day is a challenge. You live in a bubble, and it's not just, it's not just about you. You're responsible for others. You're responsible for the happiness of others.
In the beginning, when we moved to London, I think things were difficult for all of us. It was everything was still new. Like we didn't know each other that well at that point either. It was financially not easy.
Missing schoolwork, missing college courses, just working long hours, late into the night, early mornings, late nights. As we were quite small, it was hard to get credibility, it was hard to get people to review our app, getting players, trying to find a pitch to train and play at, being able to afford pitches. All these obstacles all over the place, it just led to lots of doubt and uncertainty over the future of Train Effective, and it was difficult for all of us.
Things weren't going exactly as we expected. We started having money issues, some people were unhappy, some people became uncommitted, and it just started getting tough.
I don't know how we're gonna do it the next day, the next month. I don't know, but what can you do? We're just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep staying patient and just wait for that moment, that chance, that day when hopefully everything will change. And that's the only thing we can do is just keep going.
We all have moments like this. Just it's not working out. Or it doesn't feel like it's working out. It feels the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you just feel this intense. I've been there, guys. Every day it's like that. Still, but I think you can see it. When this was filmed, this is the real raw moments, guys. We got to stay in it. We got to stay in it. We're going to stay in it. But the pressure is hard. Pressure is hard. So I relate with all of you when you guys come with a question or feeling, it's hard right now. I'm really feeling it. Like, guys, we've been here. We've been there. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Peace.
It's just like breaking point at the moment. I mean, you're doing everything possible to make it work. You literally do everything. I don't know, you don't eat out. I don't know, you just work 16, 18 hours a day, whatever it takes, but sometimes you just don't see progress, and you don't know what to do, but what can you do, right? Other than just to keep going. And maybe tomorrow, something's gonna change, or next week, or next month. It will change at some point, but just when? I don't know.
Our dream is a big one. We're looking further ahead to see where Train Effective is going to go, and we see that there is an opening which has given us the green light that Train Effective today will be a big brand tomorrow in the future.
Where's the rest of the guys?
I don't know.
Didn't you come with Mo?
No, we came separately. What?
Oh my God, guys, where is Mo not coming?
He left like 20 minutes before me.
And he's still not here.
Yeah, all the drama.
Mo is coming here behind me. He's about to have the biggest surprise of his life. Do you know what's going on today?
Nick didn't want to tell me.
This was John Moses, by the way, Coach John Moses. So you've seen, like, in the first part of the journey, when I was showing my journey as a footballer, I hope you guys saw that there was a coach, the mentor, John Moses, who would train me and would train on that crappy field. Okay, if you guys remember. So actually, that was like when I was 14, and now fast forward, okay, and now we're like in this house, and then now he's about to witness a moment. It's like a full circle, crazy moment, right? So that's just what you're about to see here.
Hello, Mo. How you doing?
A lot of challenges going to this point, guys, right? As you've seen, you've seen a big roller coaster journey so far.
How are you?
What are your expectations
Today? I don't know, let's have a good time. Chill. That's about it, you know? Let's live in the moment.
Exploring.
You don't have any guesses? Come on, take a guess.
Oh, man. No. Unless you gotta tell me. Tell me. I don't want to guess.
No, Mo, we're not gonna tell you.
All right. All right.
How was Mo's reaction today at training when he knew there was a secret?
He's like, Nick don't want to tell me, but I know. I know.
Yeah, so like Tarek here, he was a camp guest. Like when you see in residence guests, so when you see these kids, these players that came to the house, okay, that's what we called our in residence program. So we only had like a couple of players that would train with us in the house, and then come. This Tarek was from Haiti. We'd have players from Australia or whatever, like they'd come in the house, and then obviously from the house we moved to something much bigger, which are our camps today, our Train Effective camps, which host hundreds and hundreds of players. Just so you guys see that organic journey, like this has really been a step. But yeah, Mo, Harry, as you say, Mo's the GOAT. He still will coach at camps occasionally. Not everyone, but some of them. He's a character. And anyway, let's see what's about to happen.
I should have known in advance. They never tell me these things.
So we're just in Chelsea, Kings Road. Today's Tuesday, the 5th of November. So what's happening today is that we've got lots of journalists coming around. They come from like Sport Bible, Joe, 442, Give Me Sport, a couple of others today. And they're all basically coming. And for us, it's just a shining moment. So today, I'm just excited and the team's excited. So let's go in. Mo doesn't know a thing, so this is going to be... I just want to say something before we get to this moment. AJ, the app developer that you saw like just before, he's actually ended up becoming a really successful software developer. I know this is a bit off topic, but now he's actually a YouTuber influencer called TechFriend. Oh, I accidentally invited you. Okay, well, this is a bit... Hey, tech friend, AJ, we're just showing the Train Effective documentary, and I got you... Yeah. Do you want to say any words about how Train Effective was, when you joined those years ago?
Yeah, it was such an amazing vibe in that house you had in North Barnet. It was just like 4 or 5 people just working to get that launch around Rio Ferdinand. Was pretty hype. Yeah, amazing vibe.
We love that. And hey, Harry's in the chat right now as well. Harry was there around that time. Did you meet Harry?
I'm not sure.
Damn. Leisha says, is this the man behind the launch of the Train Effective app? He was definitely one of these people.
Very small contributor.
All right, I know you're busy. You got anything to say? Anything else you want to say on the stream?
Stay effective.
Stay effective. All right, we're going to continue this documentary right now. All right, let's go. So that was very random. I accidentally invited AJ. So yeah, there you go. Here we go, guys. a couple of others today, and they're all basically coming. And for us, this is a shining moment. So today, I'm just excited and the team's excited. So let's go in. What are we gonna do right now? We're going to speak right now. Mo doesn't know a thing, so this is going to be a huge surprise for him. Let's make a good surprise. Woo! Guys, like, Mo doesn't know what's going on, okay? He has no clue. But Mo is the GOAT in terms of he played professionally. Mo, he knows all the footballers, he knows all the coaches. He's the man of football. Football has consumed his life. It's what got him out of Liberia to go play in Europe. It's consumed his life. So he knows these legends, right? And we've been going through all these struggles throughout the years with Train Effective and trying to build something that lasts. And now look where we are, okay? This is a moment.
So obviously we're here to talk about your new app that you're launching called Train Effective.
It's something that I would have loved to have had as a kid. I sat and spoke to my little boys and said, "Oh, where do you get your training kind of stuff from? When you go out and do training in the garden or in your park with your friends, how do you get the training methods to do it? Maybe just go on YouTube. Where'd you get it from? What'd you search? I don't know, we just find it. How do you know it's the right stuff? Or there's the right people telling you what to do?" So when Nick, who's the kind of brainchild behind this, kind of approached me and talked to me about this idea, I was like, you know what, this is something that I would give to my kids, because it's showing you from all different aspects, from a tactical perspective, physical perspective, skill set perspective, mental side of it, how to deal with things. And you know that when you're going out there and working on certain things or modulars that are within the app, you know you're being told by the right people that are trained professionals, trained people that have become the best in the world in their positions.
Yeah, we made it. We made it. It's a big surprise.
Big surprise.
Very big one. And I see from this day, something in the pipeline is going to just explode. That is in favor of Train Effective. This is what I'm trying to say.
He's training twice a day. He's trying to make it. Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Haiti. Haiti?
Yeah,
okay,
Caribbean.
Oh,
nice. How did you get here?
I don't really know. I can't even remember exactly, to be honest. It just happened. I was trying to make a path and I ended up here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's right then. Hopefully you can do something special then. That'd be good, huh?
5 years ago, I'd sketched the first idea for Train Effective on an Arik is funny, the guest that you just saw there, because like he ended up staying with us for like over a month, just training every day. He was so motivated, such a good attitude, that guy, and it was just the funniest to be around. It just makes things that more real. It's happening.
So we're now climbing the branches now of the tree. So we're going gradually. So I'm looking forward to seeing Train Effective become one of the greatest, which I have confidence in.
Future of Train Effective, man, so bright. It's like the sunlight. Future's so bright. There's big things coming. We always say it.
I think what separates Train Effective from a lot of companies is the little details, and they really value the little details. And if they keep doing that for like 10 years, I don't know what is going to come out of it. I can't really say, but I know it's going to be great.
I think what this experience has taught us is that it's really hard to build something significant in the world unless you're really passionate about it. Somehow the world will test you and push you and knock you down and ask you, like, can you get up? Are you passionate enough about this thing that you'll get up and you'll rise and you'll keep going no matter what the circumstances are? And yeah, every single person involved, man, believe in them so much, I think we believe in this, and we're just excited to spread our message, positivity, realness, inspiration, and just make this courageous family of people to really chasing what they want, and that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, this is just a start.
It's just a start.
Brings back memories, man. But for me, we're still like at ground zero with the Train Effective journey, and that's like we've gone even more steps from here, right? Like we've gone from whew, sorry, I got to get my bearings here because like it's been an emotional journey so far. But obviously, what you saw there, we had some camp guests, in residence guests, we had a house. Things have been much more professionalized, much more much more growth since then. Obviously, the app exploded. We're now the world's most popular football training app. You know, so we do the camps all around the world. We do the camps all around the world, and yeah, you guys know. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. What's going on here? Give me 1 sec. Yeah, we do the camps all over the world.
I'm seeing too much.
And all this stuff that you see here is a result of us just hustling and hustling and hustling. And the message to you guys and why that's important to you guys is that you got to keep hustling in the face of adversity. However you're feeling today, you might think it's over. You might think it's not a great day. You might think it's just, it's not going to work out. But if you really believe in something in your heart, if you really, really believe with your heart that you can do it, that you can go do something, okay, and you match that belief with hard work, you can go so far, man. You can go so far. And you will get doubters. Beer Genie just said in the chat, and he's probably doing it to rage bait, but he says, Train Effect is crap. You know what? Go think it's crap. Think I'm crap. Think the world is crap. I don't care. I don't care, because when you got something in your heart that you really believe in and that you want to chase, the only voice that matters is yours. The only voice that matters is yours. So you got to listen to that. You got to listen to that and then see the outcome, see what it can create. That's the message. Let's do some quick Q&A. Any questions from anyone? TikTok questions, YouTube questions, and then that's day 4 wrap. That's day 4 a wrap. I'm going to pause this video real quick, and then we'll go back to the auto. Oh. Thank you, Aaron, again. Aaron's just killing it with the lives. So, who we got? We got, so Harry on those boots. All right, Harry was sometimes joined us in the house. Yeah, your boots are probably in the bin, mate. Who else do we have as questions? I joined late. What did I miss? You just missed the whole story of Train Effective until now, from my journey as a player to my journey as the founder, and then having the team involved to create what we create today, which is the Train Effective that you see on social media today. What's up, UCL? Hi, I'm good, thank you. First Touch Football Training, whose name is actually Chris. Thank you, Chris. We learn every day, and we just have to continue, work hard, and the results will show. That's true. It's very true. Very true. Aaron Murray asks, who's the best player you have played against? Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I can't think off the top of my head. I've played against some great players that wanted to play professionally. Um, we had, I played in Holland, FC Volendam. I spent time there. And FC Volendam, I played with the reserves, and you had some great players because a lot of those guys were ex Ajax, ex FC Utrecht. So you had some of the best academies from Dutch football at a high level play there, like that. So you had some really good players, really good talent there. There was one player that joined the Train Effective House. His name was Connor Parsons, and Connor Parsons now you might have seen him on YouTube. He plays. Last time I saw him, he played in Ireland. He joined the Train Effective House. We did a video with Connor. He was a great player to play with. Brandao, if you've seen him on YouTube, he does his journey. He also came to the Train Effective House. He's at his journey. A good player as well. And there are a lot of players, to be honest with you, that I'm not going to say that they're better than Connor or Brandao, but they're definitely up there with the heights, and they didn't get to those heights. They didn't play professionally. And maybe it's their character. Maybe they just weren't willing to go through the adversity. It just didn't happen for them. But that's the game of football, guys. Like, you can have players that are better than some of the names that I've mentioned, and there are just other aspects that just don't work out because you need that opportunity as well. Hence why we do our Train Effective camps. Jordy says, have you ever had a player from Mexico at the camps? And before I get to that, Aaron says, yeah, Connor plays for Bohemians in Ireland. I watched him play against my hometown this season. That's a great player. He's a great player, really techie winger. If you look at Connor Parsons joins the Train Effective House, look at it on YouTube. You should see a video of Connor with us there, and we played on the muddy, crappy field, man. It was it was he thought he was going to get injured, Connor, when he joined the house. So that was fun. But Jordy, yeah, have you ever had a player from Mexico at the camps? Yes, Jordy, we've had players from Mexico at the camps for sure. So, Jordy, if you're from Mexico, we'd love to have our Mexicano players come and join us in London or in Miami, because you can also join us in Miami. Our next camp is actually in Miami in December. So just type in Train Effective Miami and go to Train Effective Camps website and you'll see. How to be the best midfielder? Is it tactical awareness? Ask KZ. Yes. Tactical awareness is a huge part of being the best midfielder, because if you're playing that central role, especially, you need to have 360-degree vision, 360-degree vision. So you have to have that great tactical awareness. Watch all the courses on the Train Effective app, because there's so many Learn courses. Go to the Learn tab, okay, the Learn section in the Train Effective app. Watch all those courses. First Touch Football Chris says, I am at the very beginning stages of starting a training league and have a lot of people interested already. What was your biggest challenge in starting? Well, we didn't start a training league, but I'll try to flip it on the head a bit and say, what's the biggest challenge of starting anything where you're involving a group of people? I think number one is actually getting those people. So you need to have a platform in order to get those people. So that's number one. So it seems like you've already got that platform in place. So that's great, Chris. Secondly, I think you just got to do it the first time to figure out how it's difficult, what the challenges are, because it's not easy organizing stuff by yourself or events by yourself, because there's always a lot of logistical challenges. So I'd say from my side, it's always the logistics. It's getting these players together, the venue, it's making sure players get there on time, all these little things. So I'd say the second biggest thing is logistics after number one of actually getting the people together. Yeah. Callum, how do you play consistently good game every match? We've mentioned this a little bit before, but routine. You as a player are a scientist, okay? You're a scientist as a player. So if you're a scientist, what does that mean, okay? As a scientist, you're constantly experimenting, constantly running experiments. So as a player, if you're constantly running experiments, what does that mean? You're figuring out what time is the best time to go to sleep. What time is the best time to wake up? What time is the best time that I'm focused and alert when I have caffeine? What time do I drink water? Am I drinking enough water? What happens when I drink this much amount of water during the day versus this much amount of water during the day? In the hour before training, am I drinking water? If I drink a lot of water, how does that slow me down in the hour before training? If 15 minutes before training, I do 5 minutes of visualization, okay? How does that affect me? All these little things, all these little triggers really, really, really help you make a consistent routine to go play consistently good. I tell you, with Geordie or Callum, the biggest one for me in terms of playing consistently, training consistently, and this is something I didn't have when I was younger, is sometimes my problem would be like, it's training. I don't have to win this match. I don't have to go win every duel. Okay, I don't have to win that one-on-one challenge. Okay, and I'm not saying I'm not competitive, but there's a difference when you treat training as just training, like, doesn't matter if I win or lose, or training like, yeah, it definitely matters if I win or lose. There's a huge shift there. And so you can be tired, you can have a bad day, and then you go to training or a game. But if in your head, you just set that goal for yourself, okay? Am I the best player at training today? Am I the best one? And then what does that mean? For me, I'd set targets for myself. In training, if we have these one-on-one duels, like you're taking a player one-on-one, or let's say we're doing rondos, okay? And we're doing rondos like piggy in the middle. And I'm like, if the group passes 10 times in a row, that's 1 point for me. If I have to go in and then the group passes it 10 times, that's -1 point for me. If we're doing a one-on-one duels and the player beats me, that's -1 for me. If we're doing one-on-one duels and I beat the player, that's 1 for me. And I'll keep this mental score in my head. And by the end of training, I'm like, okay, I'm up 5. Or actually, I'm down 5. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Am I not good at one-on-ones? Did we lost, we never strung 10 passes together with the rondos? Do I need to motivate the group and say, guys, switch on? Because then that forces leadership. Okay? It's setting goals for yourself, as Chris says, huge competitive edge in all of us. Everyone should know. And I take this a step further, okay? I'll still do this today. Did I win my training challenges? And then as a follow-up to that, when we play our end match, because in training, you usually play a game, or you play 6 against 6, 7 against 7, 5 against 5 matches, whatever it is, I'll ask myself then 2 questions. Number 1, did we win that training game? And this is separate from the challenges, okay? The challenges are the little mini duels you do. The game is like, all right, it's showtime. It's showtime. Did we win the game? Yes or no? Okay? Because you can be a defender, you can be a midfielder, maybe you don't score many goals, but at least you can motivate your team to win and be Cristiano Ronaldo of your team. That's first. And secondly, was I the top scorer? Was I the top scorer? And I know if you're a defender or a goalkeeper, you can think of your own challenges over here. But I know my strength and how I can impact a match is goals or assists, but definitely goals. So if we're in a match and I'm not the top scorer, then I'm not doing something right, okay? Step 1 is making sure that we win, that the team wins. Step 2 is, can I be the top scorer? So if I'm by the end of training, I'm like, oh, I won the training challenges, I won the match, and I won being the top scorer. Chances are I was the best player in training that day, or at least one of the best. That's good. So just that mental target for myself is going to help me be the best player I can be and be consistent every training. And then when I do that in training, I automatically translate that to matches, because now it's actually showtime. But in training, I was actually already making it showtime and already putting this pressure on myself to perform, to succeed, and make it a real challenge for myself. That's how you do it, in my opinion. This is what works for me. Okay? So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, mate. Really hope that helps, Callum. Geordie, did you? We'll go to TikTok quickly. Train like it's a match always, Aaron. Yeah, you're right. The Connor Parsons video right now on YouTube. You're watching that. Great. Awesome. Who do we have next? We have, did you, to some extent, sacrifice your professional aspirations for Train Effective? Yes. Yep, I did. Because there was definitely chances to play and to go do things, but I was always in my head I was always like, is this the right move for Train Effective? You know, like, is it good? Does it really help grow Train Effective or not? And that's actually what I'm prioritizing in my mind, and not prioritizing is this good for my professional career. So I've always, my own personal struggles always had to balance that. And even to this day, as a player, I still play at a good, decent level. I'm training every day. I'm still training every single day. In the back, this is between you and me, Geordie. But in the back of my head, I'm always like, okay, maybe in 6 months, maybe a year, we'll settle the score here, and we'll go play professionally for 6 months, for a year, for a season, whatever. Just to say that before I retire, yeah, we're going to do that. But right now, as it stands, and as I talk to you guys, and as we build out Train Effective with our camps, with our app that has 3 million players, that's a lot that we got to do. And so from my side, I'm like, we got to take care of business there too, because there's a lot of impact we can make, and that's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. It's helping you guys. So that's really how I feel about that, Geordie. Great question. And that's what you guys, all as players, will also have these struggles, because it might be a girl or a boy that you're looking out for, or family, okay, that starts conflicting with, you got to look after some family, or you got these different career aspirations because actually you really like music, you want to be a rapper. These things will come head to head when you're following with your heart what you really want to do, because you'll get challenged and you'll say, what's more important? Is it football or this? Is it education or this? So, it's just part of the journey, man. It's a dangerous journey of following your heart. You go through these challenges. Callum, because I was in a Zoom call with George Williams. George Williams is a mentor on the Train Effective app. He's part of the Train Effective Pathway program too, a new service that we just launched. Yeah, right. The day after your game, write down your positive and negatives and compare yourself from the last game. Yep, that's a great tip. It's a great tip. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Running drills at these ages for ball control, very important. Chris, by the way, and I don't know if you know this, but do DM me on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, at Nick Humph, okay? Make sure it's at Nick Humph, because Train Effective, we just get so many messages, sometimes they get lost. But DM me, because we're really trying to hook up coaches more with the Train Effective app. We're trying to get teams involved with the app. Like you can get the app for your team or for your club. And then you got like 20 players, you can manage their schedules, you can drop their trainings for them. Okay, so it's something new that we launched. So do DM me so I can give you access to that, or just search Train Effective Clubs, Train Effective Clubs dashboard, or clubs. You should be able to see the coaches thing. You're welcome, Callum. So yeah, we do have a lot of drills on the Train Effective app for ball control. Have you ever trained in Ireland? Asks Murray. Aaron Murray. Yes. Oh, sorry. No, I haven't trained in Ireland. I haven't been to Ireland, actually. The closest I've been to Ireland is Scotland. So I was in Scotland. I did spend 2 or 3 months in Scotland playing at a club called Montrose. Nick, I've been watching you since 2018. Oh, Viva, there's a little bit of Arabic. I can see in your name. Inshallah, bro. Mashallah. Thank you. Appreciate you. Are you using your university degree at all now? Asked Geordie. Funny story. I went to Holland initially to go play football and to study on the side. Okay, I just wanted to see what studying was like, what university was like, because it looked fun as well. So I just and it was a way for me to stay in the country as well. So I'm like, I'm going to study, I'm going to play football there. I actually never ended up finishing my degree with the university. I ended up doing everything. I got every single credit, and I never got I never passed the dissertation, the thesis part, which you do at the end of the degree. So in Holland, I don't know how it works today, but in Holland back then, like you need 240 credits to earn your degree. I got 225 credits, just completely winging it because I had football. I was even working on Train Effective then. Okay, I did a banking stint. I did all these things in football, like university, like all this stuff. University was the bottom of the priority list, so I was studying the night before exams, this kind of thing. I still got my 225 credits, but the 15 credits in order to pass university, I never ended up doing the thesis properly, and then I just didn't re-enroll to complete it. And because there was so much going on at the time, Train Effective started blowing up. Like, yeah, it's just. And I never really looked at going to university and finishing a degree. That was never my goal. So yeah, we just kind of put it to the side, and it's still on the side. So you can call me a college dropout, Geordie. Callum, what's the best way to get yourself to fittest before a Train Effective camp? Do explosive speed and power program on the Train Effective app. It's a 4-week program, 4 to 6 week program you can do. That's a great one. And then stamina stuff, intervals, drills. The John Moses drill, if you do that 3 times a week, the John Moses drill on the Train Effective app. We talked at length about John Moses here in the Train Effective journey. He's got his own drill on the Train Effective app called the John Moses. Do that. Type it in the search bar in Train Effective, John Moses. Type that. Do that 3 times a week. Do a couple of sets of those. You're going to be fit. All right, guys, we'll take one last question because we have been going for a while today. Jeez. I didn't realize how long we've been going for. 1 hour already. Woo! All right, let's get one more question going, and then we'll call it a wrap for day 4 of the 30 days of dedication. Get one more question in. Oh, but yeah, guys, it's been real today. I'm currently a small YouTuber, but football is still the life I want to live. What should I do? Whoa, Geordie, you don't have to do one or the other. I just saw Erling Haaland launch a YouTube channel, and he's like posting his stuff about Halloween. Myself doing Train Effective and making YouTube videos. So I actually think, even if you play football, even if you're training with football 40 hours a week and playing games and training and analysis 40 hours a week, you could do YouTube 20 hours a week, and you could work a part-time job 20 hours a week. So that would be 80 hours in a week. But in a whole week, there are 168 hours. So if you do the math, that leaves you 88 hours to sleep, to feed yourself, to go on a walk, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. So I believe that you can do a lot, but you just got to manage your time correctly. Okay? The biggest problem today is that there's so much stuff that's competing for our attention that we don't actually focus properly. But when you do actually focus, that's where the results come. So yeah, just think about that, Geordie. You can do both, and actually football, you have a lot of time. Even if you're a professional footballer, you have a lot of time. And that's why you have a lot of professional footballers now, professional athletes now, that make these YouTube videos, that edit videos, because for them, it's like something they do in their downtime and actually helps them mentally have a release. So yeah, guys, that's been it for the 30-day dedication. I'm going to answer maybe one more question on my TikTok right now at Nick Humph, and then we'll call it. So guys, thank you, Geordie. Thank you, Chris. I have 4 YouTube channels. 2 are successful. You can make it work, Geordie. Going to follow you. Yes, that's what the Train Effective is all about, my guys. A community. And Chris is doing this with 2 kids and a full-time job. I love it. Geordie, Chris, guys, make sure you're talking to each other after the chat. This is what it's all about. Love it. Take care, guys. That was day 4. See you.